Pests in sports turf. So, what are turf pests? Turf pests are organisms that can damage or negatively impact the health and appearance of turf grasses, particularly in sports turf, golf courses, lawns, and other turfed areas. Turf pests encompass a wide range of organisms, including insects, microorganisms, and animals, and even certain species of plants. These pests can cause various issues, including the following: damage to grass. Many turf pests feed on or damage the grass itself, which can lead to reduced turf quality, thinning, and browning. They may chew on grass blades, roots, and other parts of the plant, causing visible damage. Thatch accumulation. Some pests contribute to the buildup of thatch, which is a dense layer of organic matter that accumulates between the soil and the living grass. Extensive thatch can hinder water infiltration, root growth, and nutrient absorption in the soil. Soil disruption. Certain pests, such as burrowing animals or insects, create tunnels and burrows within the soil, which can disrupt the stability and playability of the surface, but also can help improve aeration within the soil for the turf. Disease vectors. Some pests can serve as vectors for diseases that affect grasses, transmitting pathogens that further damage the turf. Cockchafer grub is the larvae stage of the cockchafer beetle, also known as the maybug. It is a common turf pest within sports field. Its description and life cycle: the larvae stage can last for up to 3 to 4 years. The cockchafer grubs are C-shaped, creamy white larvae with 3 pairs of legs. The damage to the turf: feeding on grass roots, causing irregular patches of wilting or dead grass, which may be able to be removed easily. The damage can be more severe in late summer and early autumn. The control and management strategies: there's the three methods: there's the chemical, biological, and cultural practices, as with most pests and diseases and damage. So we have insecticides, we have things such as nematodes with the biological controls, and the cultural practices are to promote the healthy grass growth, to help withstand the grub damage. Those things such as aeration and scarification. Earthworms have both a positive and negative impact on sports turf. The benefits include improved soil aeration and nutrient cycling within the soil because of the movement of the worms within the soil. And the drawbacks can be things such as excessive worm casting from them burrowing holes that disrupt the plane's surface. This is typically more visible on areas which have a higher water table during the winter months. Managing earthworm populations in sports turf, things such as rolling, top dressive, selective aeration can reduce casting. Evaluate the need for a control based on the specific situation and the expectations for the playing surface. Leatherjacket grubs, these are larvae of crane flies, also called daddy longlegs within the UK. They can cause severe damage to the turf. They are grey or brownish larvae resembling a leather sort of texture or colour. They feed on the grass roots and stems and can cause large dead patches within the turf. The turf turns brown, thins out, and becomes susceptible to disease because of the shallow roots after they've been eaten by the larvae. Again, we've got the three control methods, which are almost exactly the same as previously, and most pests. Chemicals with insecticides, biological control with nematodes that are parasites to the leatherjacket grubs, and cultural practices such as dethatching and overseeding. Nematodes, these are a plant parasitic that can cause damage to the turf. Dagger nematodes, root knot nematodes, and lesion nematodes are common culprits within sports turf. They reduce root development, poor grass growth, and cause yellowing within the leaf. You'll see those knots there on the right, the nematodes causing those lesions to grow within the root structure. We've got the same three control methods as before. We have the chemical, the biological, and the cultural control methods, which can be anything from pesticides to uh, nematode-resistant grass varieties. Moles are the little mammals that burrow in the turf in search of food. They can cause molehills and tunnels that can disrupt playing surfaces, and the tunnels can be hazardous and undermine the turf's integrity. On a golf course, it might cause the ball not to roll correctly, whereas somewhere on a sports turf field where players are moving at a high pace, there's potential for knee and ankle injuries when the soil collapses under the foot where a tunnel has been. Methods for deterring and managing mole activity. There's physical barriers such as underground fencing. You can trap or repel moles using humane methods. Soil aeration and good turf maintenance help to reduce those insect populations that the moles are looking for as a food source. Ants is a big common one, which most people don't pick up on. There can be various species of ants which nest within turf. Those common ones are the black or garden ant and the yellow meadow ants. They can cause mounds, building nests on top of the surface, which can disrupt the playing surface. The controlling and management of ant populations, so baiting and insecticides, good sanitization practices, so such as removing the food sources for the ants, and proper irrigation to discourage nesting in dry soils, because that's a big thing for ants. They really do like those dry, sandy environments.